Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a special Friday edition of our show. Is it really 20? Really? 20 episodes of the
Yes, it's
center
20.
seat?
Can you believe it? Yeah.
I know. We've been doing this for 20 weeks.
Isn't,
Jenny. Oh,
I
yeah.
can't
Sorry.
believe we've been doing 20 weeks. That's
Um,
crazy.
yeah.
Uh,
Thank you,
it is
Scott.
crazy.
I'm going to fix that problem right now. I didn't do anything to your name. Okay. I'm just saying that. I didn't put on there that Jay was awesome
Uh,
or anything. Okay,
what
so
you
for
do?
anybody watching,
What?
so when we were backstage and when you took off for a few minutes, I put in there in parentheses that Jay is awesome underneath your name. Because for those who don't know, like Scott, Jenny, and I talk to each other all the time, and we like to change each other's nicknames all the time.
All the
So then
time.
tonight, I was like, "Ooh,
Yep, we
I'm
do.
gonna change Jenny's name to Jay is awesome," but she didn't catch it. Oh well. But seriously though, 20 episodes? Wow.
20
Yeah.
episodes.
Oh, okay.
Since April 2nd, guys.
Mm-hmm.
April 2nd.
It's
And
We've done
crazy,
20 episodes.
it still feels like we're only on 5 or 10.
I know.
right?
Because we are so professional.
Well, no, we're still learning a lot. Just like finally, we are moving up to a couple things here. We can talk about some news.
Mm-hmm.
You can now follow us at Twitter, and we actually now have an email for ourselves too. Twitter is at F31Seat, and then our email is at F31Seat or centerseat at gmail.com. They are listed there, and I think Scott's going to put them in the chat for anybody who wants it.
I will in a second.
Cool. So, Jenny, how was your week?
It's a week.
Wasn't
It's
it
been
though?
a Well, for a lot of y'all didn't know, my mom was in and out of rehab for not for drugs, but for her knee. And she
Oh,
came back today. She came back on Tuesday.
oh wow.
So it's been trying to get back in train of, helping her do her rehab and get her ready and then work's been weird and you know, it's been a week.
Yeah. Oh, I'll show the message at F31Seat. So we're gonna give this Twitter a try. I mean, I've never been big into Twitter. I mean, I've had it for a long time, but I guess I just need to get better about it.
I I used to use Twitter a lot for conventions.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't nowadays I just kind of look at it and we treat things a lot, but Scott over there, he loves Twitter and uses it often.
Yeah, I'm on it because I help out with a online radio station, trickradio.net. You guys know David Holkeen. He's a part of that.
Yeah, the
And
Mhm.
so
resident
we
Klingon.
use Twitter to, tell, hey, this show's on or news articles. So I figured for episode 20, why not create us a Twitter account when we
Yeah.
get live and whatnot?
And then, might as well get email so people can start, emailing us.
Well, Twitter would be kind of fun too, especially when we go on the cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I plan
Yeah,
on
when are you
having
getting a ticket there, Jay? Huh?
Yeah.
When you signing up?
which ticket are we referring to? The plane ticket, the
The-
hotel ticket,
Okay,
the
well
hotel
the
no
plane
ticket.
ticket's too early, but I'm talking
Oh, come
about
on,
the
Jenny.
cruise.
We you see, because isn't this the same Jenny who wants me to fly to Texas, drive down with her and Scott?
Mhm.
Can you imagine the three of us in a car ride together? Oh, they already want me to be their next door neighbors. Can you imagine if we were in the car together?
Well, we can share driving. Actually, I
Yeah.
don't know how Jay drives. I don't know if he's a crazy driver or not.
Foot, lead.
Okay, me too.
I'm
So we're all
totally
good.
kidding.
Mhm.
I'm totally kidding. No, I drive more like Miss Daisy.
Oh my gosh. No,
I drive.
okay, then
Yeah,
I'm the lead foot. Scott can
Yeah.
I'm a lead footer. Never
yeah,
gotten a ticket for speeding, knock on some wood, but I am a lead footer.
yeah. No, but so it'd be interesting. I just can't believe it. I'm still a little lost on 20 episodes.
I know, that's just crazy. We have done a lot.
But it doesn't feel like it. I mean, I
No.
know that's weird to say that because like we have done a lot, but it doesn't feel like we've done a lot
Yeah,
because the
exactly.
whole COVID. We didn't get to go to the convention this year, which I wanted to do. I did want to do a live, try to do a live pod if we could, or maybe
Mhm.
if not, maybe like a live short video saying, "Hey, wish you guys were here" or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Something quick and easy. You know,
Well, Scott and I are still planning on going in December, so maybe we'll be able to do something, but truly don't know what's going to happen by December. So,
or maybe that's just the week I will be on there with a special co-host, and you guys can plug in
Yeah.
yeah, call
Or,
in.
live, and live from Fleet 31
Yeah.
in the Vegas sector. You know how like Mike likes to do that. Mike
Mhm.
Malamoy, for
Yeah.
those who wonder which Mike I'm talking about. He likes to do those things like on Facebook, like leading up to the event.
Mm-hmm.
If like
Mhm.
the Starship Veracity is now heading out, next stop or destination Vegas sector.
Hey, got to do what
It's
you got to
awesome.
do.
It's awesome. I like it.
I love
Yeah, I
them.
mean, he inspired me a couple years to do like captain's logs, like the Cyber's head in there. It was a lot of fun.
But
Speaking
20.
of that,
I said, sorry. I said 20.
I know, right? We got to get over that number. Maybe we just find it and like hide it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's everybody else doing tonight for our people who are watching live?
Yeah, the 5 people minus 2. So the 3 people watching.
I wonder if Kaylee's still watching. For those who
Maybe.
don't know, Kaylee was on backstage with us, but according to her, we're all nerds, and I told her I take that badge with pride.
Well, thank you.
I know,
Yeah.
right? It was a great compliment she gave us. She's not listening. Okay. Usually, if I pick on her long enough, she'll be like, "Dad, I can hear you." Oh, I think we just lost Kaylee.
Oh, now we're down to 2 people watching us.
I see 4.
Yes, but minus 2 is Scott watching both
It says 1
channels.
on Jay Galloway on YouTube and 3 on Facebook.
Yeah, 1 is Scott's on Jay,
I'm
the
in-
Galloway.
You know me, I'm on both.
Okay. All right. Anyways, let's keep going forward.
Behind the scenes stuff, guys.
No,
I didn't know that until just now that you can scroll over the eye and see who's watching what.
I didn't know that either.
Maybe it's an update.
I think it is because I don't remember that being there before.
Poor Scott has no clue. Wait, can you do it on your end, hun?
No,
Mm.
we might have to fix that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
he's
saying
been
now he wants admin rights?
he wins admin rights now.
Oh boy, can you imagine what happened if we gave Scott admin rights? He'd be like, Jay,
He's
you need
already
a time.
have to follow. He already has to do Twitter.
He'll be like, Jay, you need a time.
Oh no! Now it's out of order. I don't like being first.
But I'm right next. I was right next to the thing.
There.
I was right next
You
to that
know
thing.
her.
Oh.
She likes a certain order.
Big for Jay. Those are
That
some
way.
interesting.
That way.
I was.
You had the thing. Yeah. You have the cute little thing by your head. Why can't I have one? Fine, if you're gonna be that way. I think it's that one, right? No, it's, yeah,
that
it's
one.
It's that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Hey, I
Hmm.
made the tickers today, guys. So yeah.
Yeah, so I appreciate that because you guys don't know, but I only yeah. So dinner was kind of interesting around here tonight. We decided to go out and eat, and then a couple places we wanted to go all had long waiting lines. And the main reason we went out to eat is because I wanted to be lazy tonight.
We all have those days.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So I think we pretty much hit the 20 topic. So maybe we should get into our first topic of the night, which is Lower Decks Episode 5, Cupid's Errant Arrow. Not as good as Mike's Vessel, but I'm getting the feeling, jumping ahead a little bit here, from the
Do
next
we
couple
need
episodes.
a warning at a time?
Yes. Hold on.
All right, never mind.
Watch your ears.
At least this time you told me that was coming.
Wait, what are you
So-
talking about? I can hit it again.
So, spoilers ahead. We are going to lightly talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
But Cupid's Errant Arrow was an okay episode. I mean, it wasn't my favorite in the whole series. I mean, but there was a few character-driven plots to it.
But see,
And
okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, because of that, I do like this, and I do like the episode, but it's not my favorite. Moist Vessel is definitely my favorite by
Hmm.
so
Mhm.
far.
So far,
And
yeah.
going forward, I would have to say Moist Vessel is probably my favorite, but this one wasn't bad for different reasons. I'd probably say episode 7 was my hardest so far to watch of all of them. The last week's episode
Last
that
week,
we're not
yeah,
gonna,
it's
that
Yeah.
we're not going to talk, or this week's episode
yeah,
that we're
this
not
week's
going to
episode.
talk about.
Not
For
gonna
at
talk
least
about, but
yeah, it was harder. But on the same token, it wasn't bad. Just like this episode wasn't bad. I mean, a lot of character-driven points. To go on a side tangent, but then I want to bring it back in. I'm hoping with the new Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, because they said that it's going to be an episodic story too with
hmm
character-driven plots.
Mhm.
I'm hoping they do it like this show does, where every episode feels like it's its own individual, unique,
hmm
26-minute episode. I think theirs is going to be like 46 or 42, whatever it is for the other show. But I
I so
seriously
hope
hope they
so
take the
too.
format of this series and take it to the new series, because they said it's not going to be serialized. For those who do not like serialized stories, there you go.
Yeah,
And
they
we
were.
lost
I mean,
everybody when we when we did our spoiler. Oh well, we'll get it
yeah,
back.
because we already have two very not like a serial. We already have
Serialized.
two um um arcing storyline of a series. Picard is a very much arcing storyline, and
Hmm.
Discovery is the same way. It's a very storyline based. So I'd be
Yeah.
happy if they get over it. I mean, they're not get rid of it. I don't mind small story arcs, but I'm hoping Strange New Worlds is like that, where it's going to be different, just like Lower Decks.
Yeah.
And same, Voice Vessel's still my favorite. I like Cupid. It's better than the last two episodes we had.
Yes.
Yeah. It has a lot of funny moments in it. It's just
Hmm.
I personally would have rather seen Moist Vessel. Probably we haven't. Of course, we're not being fair. We haven't seen the last 3 episodes yet.
True.
I would have rather seen that be more like the end season finale. Now I'm taking that with a grain of salt because, like I said, I haven't seen the last 2 episodes. But if the pattern continues the way it is, I would have probably put Moist Vessel at the end of the series, give you
Yeah.
a big funny
Mhm.
laugh, with the mom and daughter combination. This one wasn't bad. I mean, we got some things in it. We
We got
discovered more about the characters, and I like that.
because we discover more about the characters, and we discover because we all talked about Mariner, how we want to know more backstory of why she wants to stay at Ensign. Like
I
we
have.
haven't really
Mhm.
and figure out how old she is, because she feels like she's maybe one of the older ensigns, because um some of her I'm trying not to spoil, some of her friends are already up in high ranks,
Mhm.
and
Well,
so
we did learn
I'm
something new though since our last week episode. I do want to clarify, since we kind of said we didn't know why Mariner and Boimler were the main focus of the show, because they are.
mhm,
So if you guys, I didn't watch the Star Trek Day, and I didn't watch. It wasn't actually on Star Trek Day. It was on the other one. Sorry, the Ready Room. I didn't watch
mhm,
the Ready Room
Mhm.
yet, and when I finally watched it with Will Wheaton and they were talking about it, they said that that Boimler's number 2 and that the other one's number 1, Beckett Mariner. So that's why that's why all the stories mainly focus around those two.
yeah,
So it's not going to be that next season we might get more of the other 2 characters. No, they're just support characters, but they're main support characters.
they're like the bridge crew for,
Hmm.
like, if you watch any other general things, like the
Yeah,
bridge crew.
and then the actual bridge crew will be the little sprinkled in here and there where they
Mhm.
can fit them in the story. But it is only like 26 minutes, and so sometimes you won't see them. Like in this episode, do we see, like in last week's episode we didn't see Ransom at all, but like some of the characters you don't see again for a
Yeah.
while. And then other ones you
Yeah.
see and you're like, why did they add that line? Which when we get to it, I'll mention it. Let's just put it this way: the security officer really reminds me of Worf, but in the bad possible
Yes.
trope ways.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the bad possible trope ways, they take everything that us, the fans, have been making fun of for years, and they give us a little, throw out there, a little pitch, like, "Oh, look,
Mhm.
here's your Worf moment," you know, because there are several videos out there of people who don't know. I mean, one, you should definitely support other YouTubers, and especially when they throw funny stuff out there and they make these silly little videos. One of my favorites is like how many times Worf has been told no
Yeah.
on anything,
Not just on Next Gen, but DS9 too.
on D Space Nine, yeah, all of them.
Mhm.
Captain, we should do this. No, or
No.
just flat out ignore them.
Pretty sure there's a YouTube out there with that comment, like
There
a
is.
whole bunch of them.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, but back
Oh,
to
thank you, Jen.
Cupids. My brain went. Oh, so yeah, we get a little more information. Oh, I wanted to bring up about Mariner because I still think she's a lot older than anybody else,
But she is.
and
Mhm.
she's got to be because there's a scene where it's from like a previous. I'm trying to explore a lot of it, but back in the day, and she has a totally different hairstyle and wearing a different uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the big old afro hair, like.
Mhm.
Well, we could say what uniform she's wearing because it was in the episode. She was wearing the Deep Space Nine later
9,
generation,
yeah.
and first.
Yeah.
I think they're officially called the Monster Grade First Contact uniforms.
Something like it, commonly referred to as First Contact, I think.
Yeah, First Contact uniforms.
Mhm.
She had that, so we know that the Dominion War is in '75. We know that the show takes place in 2380, so somewhere's in that time frame, Mariner joins Starfleet.
Mhm.
My guess is she probably came in at the tail end of the war, or maybe right after the war.
Mhm.
And I'm wondering if maybe part of her thing is maybe the ward, Mister. I don't know. I'm excited to learn.
I hope they tell us more information about why she wants to stay. Well, not to forward, but you kind of get a little bit of it in Astral last week's episode. So if you guys get caught up, you get a little bit more of her storyline and like this week's episode. I'm not going to worry more about it, but
I'm gonna go on a side tangent for a second. Hi, Andrew. Andrew and I used to write Star Trek stories together many years ago. I think back in Bravo Fleet. So I've been friends with him for now Facebook friends, but yeah, we used to write together a long time ago. But as far as Cupid Durant Arrow, it was a pretty good story. I mean, it had decent plots. It seemed like it was a little more focused around Boimler, and I was okay with that. He is a
Yeah.
number 2 on the call sheet, but I just wish. I get the fact that the character's supposed to be neurotic and he's supposed to think, but I want to see more redeeming qualities about him.
Mhm. But it was an okay episode.
Yeah, Dr. Hart, I think, was one of the characters that he wrote for. He's written a few characters, but
Speaking of
I
the
know-
doctor, the cat doctor, she's friggin' hilarious.
Now you see
In
why
every
I like her so
episode.
much.
yeah,
Freaking hilarious.
Even no spoilers, but even this week, like last night's, had
yeah.
classic lines in it.
Mhm.
Did we already get to the scratching post episode?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
we did.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yes.
great, you look like a freaking scratch.
Freaking scratching post. Oh, this is great. I love it.
Wow. Yes, Rear Admiral Strife has come to visit. If I remember correctly, he used to be Task Force 9's commanding officer at one point, or XO.
Can I want to say something here? StreamYards did an update recently. And I just want to say, guys, look how beautiful it looks. Look how you can see
Mhm.
the profile picture is big now. The wording is nice and crisp. It just looks so much nicer now. Maybe it's just me, but
No.
it just looks really nice now.
It does.
I like it, definitely.
Anyway, sorry.
Hey, I wouldn't be sorry. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, can we go a tangent real quick?
Okay, really quick.
So we got on, remember last week when we got on SFI's panel talk?
What did you guys do? Because I think you did that right about the time I was going to bed.
We may or might got on and talked and maybe stole some ideas from them.
We did. We don't steal. We acquire.
We're borrowing.
Mhm.
No, we acquired.
No,
Okay,
it's
requiring.
long-term borrowing.
Yeah, I like long-term borrowing
Mm,
or
but that,
acquiring.
that gives you the hint that we might return it at some point.
True.
But there's some things that they do differently that we are looking into.
Okay, yeah, we are looking into different things. The one thing I want to tell everybody who does watch us and follow us is we're not going to be like some groups out there. Jenny will tell you the other night I was trying to watch somebody on live, and one of the biggest things I cannot stand is when you go on and you're just negative.
Mm-hmm.
It is my biggest pet peeve, especially when you start talking about Star Trek shows and how you think your show, whatever it might be, is better than the rest of them. It's all Star Trek, okay? I accept the fact that people don't like certain elements of Star Trek. They
Yeah.
may not,
Mhm.
and I accept
You
that.
can have an opinion, but you don't need to be so negative about the opinion.
Andrew, I
And I
totally
like
agree.
this.
Mutually borrowed ideas.
I like that a lot. I was about to do that.
Even I agreed with it.
I like that a lot.
Hmm.
But anyway, so no, I'm not putting down SFI or anything like that. We're just gonna mutually borrow some of their ideals.
And we're going to be borrowing their general manager at some point, or their manager guy, and because there's a couple things we would like to learn more on the backside, and maybe with
Mhm.
OBS. Because if you have OBS, you can have a few more little features on the
Mhm.
backside of this, and maybe change around some of the screen layouts. Be kind of fun. All
Yeah.
right, so what? Oh, look at this. The center
You got
seat says
some.
Jay is awesome and Jenny's okay.
Hey now. Hey now.
I don't know who put that on there.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's why I still play Trek related game. Andrew, so do
Yeah.
I. You know, one game I really wish they'd bring back, and I don't mean as a mod skin pack, Star Trek Armada. I would
Yes.
love to see a
'Cause
real Star Trek Armada 3.
I tried the other games, like Timelines and Trek schools, Trek Piss schools.
Mhm.
You know the ones.
Don't do
I
Starfleet
just
Command. It's not Star Trek.
I
I
just
mean,
can't get in. Me personally can't get into those apps.
Yeah.
But that's just
here,
me
yeah,
personally.
I hear you. So here, let me rephrase that, guys. Starfleet Command is an okay game if you don't mind doing a lot of go here, gather this resource, go here, do that resource. If
Mhm.
those games appeal to you, then absolutely play Star Trek Command. It is based in the Kelvin universe. There's nothing wrong with that, so you do get to fly around in a Kelvin looking ship. The starter ship they have, I wish they would actually bring it into the game. I mean, not to bring it into the game, but like bring it into the Star Trek universe, because I thought it was a cute little ship.
Mhm.
And so it's not bad. Oh, Andrew's been playing Star Trek Online since beta.
So have
Andrew,
I.
you're so lucky. I've been I started playing when it first went live, but I can say that I am an alpha tester and soon to be beta tester to Star Trek. Oh, not Star Trek. Cryptic Studios, Magic: The Gathering, which is going to be interesting. They're making an MMORPG, not to be confused with Magic: The Gathering's Arena, which is actually a virtual online card-based game. It's a lot of fun to play. Actually, after I get off here tonight, I'm going to be doing that with my buddy Mike, my first officer on the Moorhead.
We're lucky you.
I know, right?
So I just play Sims. That's all I play. But
Oh, did you get to?
Sims has.
Oh no, tangent
Mhm.
time. Go ahead.
Yes,
You
tangent.
forgot to call that.
Yeah.
Sorry, tangent. Sims has a Star Wars pack
Guess who
that
bought
you
it?
can get. Did you? Oh, she bought it.
She bought it.
Does she like it?
Do you like the Star Wars mod pack, Jen? Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. You haven't bought it yet? Okay, so this woman bugs me. No, this woman right here, right? The love of my life, calls
Your
my
lovely wife. Your lovely wife.
tells my son to call me up between his classes and if I can buy this. And I said, if your mom wants to buy something, she will call me herself. And I hung up on my son, right? And then my wife calls back. She says she wants to buy it, and I say, go ahead. And I just found out right now that she hasn't bought it still. You
So
see that
I
smile on her
watch
face?
some YouTubers online who
Mhm.
play it. There's mixed feelings about it. it's a storyline where you like there's 2 different lines you can follow. So,
Mhm.
but see, when I play Sims, I'm not playing for the storyline, as in going. It's a different world you go to.
Yeah.
I play Sims just to play. Act like I'm playing House as a kid.
So
So
Mike, oh not Mike, yeah. So Andrew says he was asked to judge some of the Magic the Gathering stuff for Cryptic or for MTG Arena, and I guess he's been playing since second edition. Andrew, I started playing a second edition and I stopped and I just got back into it again. My son and I and my best friend Mike, also my first officer, have been playing a lot together.
I think we need a little tangent warning thing we could put on here now.
Oh, we should totally
We
do
should
that.
totally do that.
I
And
will
then
ask my friend Stephanie, who has done all of our lovely videos.
and then just hit each other with it when we start going on a tangent, like
Yeah.
tangent.
No, what
Oh.
it'll
That could
be?
be the running joke.
No, since you two go on more tangents than I do, I'll be the one pushing the button for it.
But
Oh, that would
Scott
be
can't
so
push a
funny.
button because he's not admin rights yet.
He will get admin. On MTG, I got. Oh, okay, nice. He said, "Ooh, I got to open a tier 6 ship in SCL. Which one, Andrew?" I wonder if he completed the event to get a free tier 6 ship.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm after the low buy this time around. I've still got a coupon from the last event that I still haven't used. So,
Well, have you not been getting the event ships, or?
oh, I have
Oh, you mean the
the actual
coupon?
coupon.
Oh,
We could
the
get
tier
200
6.
low buy or the coupon. I went for the coupon last time. This time around, I need low buy. There's a uniform item I want.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can talk.
Yeah.
I only have like 1,400 low buy. And no ships I want to buy. The only ships I want, I'm really annoyed at Cryptic Studios for doing this. They put them both in that ultra. I don't even want to call it lockbox. What do you call that?
The
The exclusive club, shall we say?
yes,
I don't know what you'd call it.
that's a good way to put it.
The very exclusive, the elitist exclusive club. And I mean that nicely, guys. I mean, but there's one thing I always believed in, that Federation Starship should not be in a lockbox or in an elite lockbox system.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're going to charge me a little bit more, I'll rather pay the little bit more. But the Lost Arena makes sense, even though I'm not happy about it. I'd rather they would have made it
Well, that's not exactly a Federation ship either.
I know, I'm saying.
Yeah.
That one I said I agree with. If I'm not happy about it, but I agree with it. It makes sense from a business perspective. It is the main ship of the new Star Trek Picard series. Sorry, we're on a tangent again. And it is that makes sense to me. It's not a Federation ship, but then they just put, minor spoiler alert again. You want to hit the spoiler alert? Or I don't think we need to, because we've already talked about this before. The Visor class starship
Mhm.
that was seen on the final episode of Star Trek Picard is now available there too. But that's where me and some of the other fans are like, okay, Cryptic, was this really the smart thing to do? I understand you want to make money, so just make us more $30 shifts and put them into packs and make us pay like $300, because there are people who will do that. Like that cool poster behind Scott right now.
Mm-hmm.
Most people will buy a pack like that if you throw $300 into it. I did. I only paid $195 though. I got it when it was on sale. But all those ships behind him are in that pack, in that legacy pack.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that until now. I just thought this is a cool background.
My wife just informed me that she's now downloading the Star Wars mod.
I want to, but right now my laptop, I can't do. I have too many packs already as it is, and so it's older laptops, and so it won't run as much.
The Dark Enterprise? Oh, the Dark Universe Enterprise from the last Picard movie. So you talk about the new CGI model that they built for that series with the Enterprise D? Because I gotta admit that
Maybe.
another minor spoiler, guys. They redid the. There was a scene that they did. It wasn't a big one, but there was a scene they did with the Enterprise D, and it's a beautiful, high resolution Galaxy class Enterprise D. I'd be like, yeah, that is definitely a ship I would love to fly, because it was a really pretty ship. A lot better than the Blu-ray edition and the the actual one that we saw on TV. I mean, it was beautiful. They did a phenomenal job with that. So, Alex Kurtzman, good job, buddy. Can we talk about Hot Riker?
Only somebody's mother will ask that question.
Hi, Mom.
So, let's talk about Hot Riker. We're on tangents.
Riker? Okay, so in my other group, my other cruise people I talked to, they were
Yeah.
calling Riker a potato.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Riker's hot.
Oh,
I mean,
come on.
Crusher, Wesley,
No,
he was
come on.
hot.
The guy could do the whole one leg over
Leg
the
over.
thing. Yeah. And let's not forget,
Oh,
it was
and-
Riker. Sorry, go
and
ahead.
Speaking of YouTube videos, somebody has put together how many times he's done that. It's on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah. Speaking of YouTube, there's also another YouTube video where Riker teaches Wesley how to pick up on girls, and he's flirting with Guinan.
Speaking of Riker, Riker has his own Twitter page called Riker
yeah.
Googles, and it's Riker
Oh, that's
Googling
funny.
random stuff. It's
That's-
freaking hilarious.
It is.
Not the Galaxy one, the next one. So that's where it kind of gets interesting, Andrew, because they haven't actually announced what the next Enterprise is on the Picard series. They did hint based on the comics, and that depends if you consider the comics canon or not, that the next Enterprise is actually from Star Trek Online. Because the last ship Picard commanded, which wasn't the Enterprise, was an Odyssey class starship. And your mom said that.
It's a GIF of Riker.
Oh, we just can't see
You
it on our end.
can't see it with Streamlabs. StreamYard.
Sorry.
not Labs.
Mrs. Sterling.
Streamlabs. I like Streamlabs better than StreamYards.
Well, Streamlabs is a broadcast software for Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, you
dear
stream it?
Lord. That would be, oops. That would be freaking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yes.
That would be.
Oh
or
my
better yet,
gosh.
get the character to do a special episode of the Ready Room with Will Wheaton. Have those
Yeah,
play off each other for an
Oh.
episode.
Ooh,
That
that's a good
would be
idea.
great.
That'd be hilarious. Did y'all see the article going around that people are trying to get Will Wheaton to join Lower Decks?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Like his character, like Crusher.
Because
But he
Uh,
wouldn't be an
man,
ensign in 2380. He was an
Yeah,
ensign in
so-
the 60s.
no, but
It'd
he
be
might be a
interesting.
commander or captain at that point, if not above that.
No, but if you think about the storyline, he left Starfleet.
Oh, true. But he could have come back in the time period too. You never know.
We saw at the wedding he was wearing a lieutenant pip.
That's true. Yeah, he left with the Traveler, and I guess he came back. So,
Or maybe he never did.
and then he was just wearing Lieutenant in the wedding.
Jenny, I think you froze. Or was it?
No, you froze.
You first for like 2 seconds.
Hey, he's the one who sends us these long video clips, and it's only 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
I can
It
show you
is.
on my phone where it's like the full 18 seconds.
But both Scott and I, when we open it up, it goes zip, zip, zip.
Maybe Anthony shows this one first. Vulcan battle against Wesley Crusher. Hinted he still has power. Oh, okay.
We gotta remember we're always delayed by what 30 seconds or so.
About 25, I think it is.
Were we talking about Wesley battling though? Oh, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, so he's talking about he still has the ability to use his time traveling.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm assuming
anyways,
that's what he's talking about.
should we move on to the next topic? Did y'all notice that I changed it to center seat now like
Mhm.
tangents?
I did.
Yeah, I saw that. You could have capitalized the C in the ass, but
That was yours. I just clicked on it.
Oh, you know what? That's
Oh,
actually
wow.
mine from last week. So that's my
Yeah.
fault for not.
No,
'Cause
but
I
you don't
was-
have access, babe.
Remember, I put it in our chat.
thank you for joining us live tonight.
We're not ready. We're not really done yet.
Not even
Oh,
close.
you don't even have to be close to.
It's true. You know, you should just follow us on Twitter and email us. Anyways,
I love how professional we are.
And since we're
Totally.
talking about stuff
There,
to
I fixed
follow,
it. That's why I changed it for a moment, so I could fix it.
you guys should
Now
also,
let's go.
I was gonna say, you guys should also join our Discord.
Hmm.
That post, there we
I
go.
don't think we have a tickler for that.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Oh,
I'm a little ahead, but I figure, since we're talking about email and Twitter, might as well go ahead and do that.
there we go. Okay. Oh, we got 2 comments and I'm not even paying attention. I'm horrible.
One just got.
Yeah.
Have a
Okay,
good night.
folks, I'm out. Good night, Andrew. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yep. Thank you for joining, Andrew.
All right, next topic. Ready?
Yes, here's our Discord. Go ahead.
CB All Access has going to change their name to Paramount Plus.
Hulu Plus, Disney Plus,
Plus.
Paramount Plus. What's
like-
next? MGM Plus.
Netflix Plus, Amazon Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, are they just trying to copy Disney? And I made a comment on my Facebook, goes, well, Hulu's already out there. I was like, well, yeah, Hulu and Disney owned by the same people.
Yeah.
So who cares? But why, like, if all things you decide, Paramount Plus, what was wrong with CB All Access? I thought that was a
Well,
decent name.
What I think it has to do with is the
The
merger.
Viacom merger.
The Viacom merger.
But CBS got complete control over Star Trek. So why?
They do
Slap the
not. They
name.
don't have it for the movies.
I thought
Movies
they
are
gave it
still
back
Paramount. No, movies are still under Paramount's control. But I think CBS can play them or do whatever they want.
Because I thought they were talking about getting rid of that so they could do TV made movies
Hmm.
or not TV made. Sorry, streaming movies. Because I don't know if I want to see Star Trek on the big screen.
I don't know. I might, but I don't know.
I have see. Okay, so
But they do so
I
much better on TV. So
Yes.
or even YouTube. I would say I love watching a good show even on YouTube because and I will support fan projects as long as you don't screw over your fans or the community as a whole. So there was a fan film series that kind of broke the rules, but I'm willing to give them a pass on that.
I have some info regarding that. That's something we need to talk about offline.
Okay, should we
Something I looked up, but
should we move from the topic then?
no, you're fine. It's just more info background on
First
that.
Frontier is the name of the fan film, and I actually liked it. There are a few corny lines in there here and there, but overall it was a decent story. The characters weren't so bad. I mean, when I mean some of the lines were kind of corny, I don't know if it was maybe the actors just saying the lines, or maybe they just weren't ready, or. But overall, it was a pretty good movie. I liked it.
It was.
Did you watch it?
Oh yeah.
How about you,
I
Jane?
haven't yet. I forgot to watch it. I've been stuck on my Stargate, but that would be general talk. I'll talk about that in my general talk.
And
I don't want to talk to you about Stargate Universe. You're making me mad.
No, but
I'm reading your comments, okay?
for First
No,
Frontier, for First Frontier, I won't say what character is. John Billingsley's daughter is in it.
Well, there's not too many female daughter characters.
I know. I just because Jenny hasn't seen it, I don't give away who it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, I mean,
I'll probably watch that tonight.
it's pretty good. I mean, like I said, that's the thing with fan films. I'm more forgiving with fan films because
Yeah.
of the fact it's a labor of love. They're not
Mm-hmm.
most of them are not trying to make a profit off of it, and I can respect that. And they're trying to portray. Do I necessarily agree with the fact that CBS is only a 30-minute thing here or there? No, I understand the reasonings for it, but with something like that just came out and it was nice, no money was really made from it. People had fun with it and we got to go forward with it. Now, some of the CGI work isn't the best, but again, I can forgive that because it's a fan film. But I'm more of a story kind of guy more than a pew pew space battle flying flashiness.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong, I do like those scenes. I really do. I mean, I thought tangent. I thought season 2 of Star Trek Discovery's in scene battle was well performed and
Oh yeah.
orchestrated.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, even though not my favorite thing, and like I said, I'm not really big into CG. I thought Andrew was going to bed. He's telling me oh, I guess he's playing Star Trek Online. Okay.
No, there's two Andrews. There's Andrew O'Brien and there's Andrew Gordon. O'Brien went to bed.
So
gosh, having people with the same names. I have a group of friends we go and play board games with.
Yeah.
And we have to label them by either what their Facebook says, or we have to it's David, or it's David D, it's David Y, because we have so many David, so we have to say the last names. Or what they have on the Facebook, because my friend on my Facebook has it as David, so, but I get it. Having friends with the same name is really annoying sometimes.
Or coworkers with the same names too, when there's like 4 of us that all sit around each other.
Or Sarah's. There's a lot of Sarah 1, Sarah 2, Sarah 3s.
I can only imagine it. Scott, and then all 4 of you look up.
Yeah. Or because we also run a group chat too, and somebody will just say Scott, and you have to look to see what they're talking about to know who they're talking to.
I'm glad I work in a small group.
Andrew's laughing at me.
Anyways, tangents. So back to CBS All Access or Paramount Plus. What would y'all want to change it to? Okay, if they want to change it because of the Viacom merger, what would you change it to? Something not Paramount Plus.
Well, Paramount, I guess, is well established. There's that. CBS is also. Why not CBS Plus?
Yeah.
Or some people said, I saw a line, what do they call it, like Two Mountains and the Star, or Mountains, or...
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you look at Paramount's logo, it's like Mountain and Star, so, trying to place it off of that.
Hey, I got a good one. UFP Plus.
E Plus. Wow.
Some people go, you should just call it Star Trek, because that's all it is. Most people who own... No, but I'm saying, most people who own CBS All Access are probably more Star Trek than they want to go for CBS shows.
Well, here's what I don't like about the name change for Paramount. I'm not trying to be negative, but CBS is a well-established network. Paramount is a well-established movie company. So when you're looking up something, Disney, is in the movie industry. They don't really have too many television, but they're starting to work on their lineup. Oh, side tangent. Did you guys see the new Mandalorian season 2 trailer?
Yep, coming out.
Yes. I can't
wait.
It's
coming out right during disco time, so...
It's a busy Thursday nights.
Well, watch one and then watch the other.
Well, yeah.
That's 2 hours of great entertainment.
Tangent guys, we should not call this Center Seat. We should call the Tangents.
The Tangent with Jay Galloway. No. It's supposed to be the Center Seat because we do represent Fleet 31.
Yes, I know.
Me being the Fleet 31 commander, you being the Fleet 31 deputy fleet commander, which these are elected positions. And we decided to create this podcast. Speaking of 20, when we were on earlier, we were talking about how the fact I can't believe it's 20, but we created this so we can communicate mainly with our fleet mates and anybody else that we can get to come in. You're more welcome to watch if you just want to be part. If you want to join our community, it's a fan fleet community. We don't require much of you, just for you to come in and say hi every so often. There's like no memberships, no
fees,
nothing like that. So it's just a nice, laid back, pretty good group, and we just go on there and we post memes, we talk about things, we get together for conventions. We even have a contingent that goes on the cruise.
The contingent as
well, no,
me and Scott.
There's Scott,
Jamie.
There's Jamie.
Oh yeah, Jamie goes, yeah.
And then there isn't I swear there's at least a couple more, and I'm not thinking of right now. The guy that does all of our community, that does all the community events for the unofficial group.
Oh,
Jesse?
Jesse, yes.
Jesse goes on cruise too, I thought.
He does.
Yeah. And we talk about Jesse. That man, it's freaking amazing. I watched his weight loss journey, and he looks amazing. I saw him on the cruise. He looks amazing.
I don't know if you saw the other day. It looks like he's hit another goal too.
Oh, really?
For those who don't know, Jesse was a big guy a few years back, and he's really
changed. It's amazing.
Look at a picture of him. But we should probably ask him before we put him on the air.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, we appreciate
But
that.
I just want to say he's done a great job. If you need some inspiring, I bet he can help you out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Anyways, tangents again.
that's what this show is all about.
Yeah.
The center seat now with tangents.
I'm so proud I came up with that.
I know, right? Play 31 more info. Okay, yeah. That was for our earlier comment.
Probably not our website because we're in the middle of updating the website.
Well,
would-
it wasn't.
You know, I
So
need to
I
stop
would
being
go to the
lazy and
Facebook
finish it.
page.
I need to stop being lazy and fix that.
I mean,
need to find
the Facebook page. I mean, our website does have good information on it.
Mm.
But I would try to find us on Facebook. Just type in Fleet 31 in the search bar, and you should be able to find us.
And looks like we're being joined tonight by Cadet Kaylee.
Hello, everybody.
In her vacuum. In her vacuum.
This is not vacuum, Jenny. It's my computer. You want
You
me
sure
to
there's no one
actually do
vacuum
a
above
vacuum?
you in your house? In your lovely house?
I know. Where are you living, Kaylee?
Luxury.
We can tell. Maybe you should go play us a piano over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Let me just.
Oh, start a fire. Actually, no, it's too hot for fire.
No, don't start a fire. You know, we just started raining today. Do not encourage our daughter to start a fire. For those who don't know, I live in Oregon and we've had some pretty nasty smoke.
And
Today
then
is the first day we can go out without the mask. First day is the day. All right, Kaylee. Today's the first day we don't have to wear the mask, right? But yet we still have to because it's COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But we didn't have to wear it because of the smoke.
I was seeing that the smoke has gone across the country and to like New York and stuff like that now.
Well, it's still in Eastern Oregon. Like Burns is
Well,
still
I'm
in
just
the
saying, but
front.
it's floated across all the countries and now it's over into the other side of the country. Or
Ask me if
across
I'm
the
gonna lose any-
states of the country.
Ask me if I'm going to lose any sleep over New York.
No.
I have a friend
No,
named
but I'm
Howie.
just saying that's how severe
I
the
have a
smoke
friend named
was.
Howie. He does watch our podcast. I mean, but he always watches the recorded version. And so I'm gonna pick on him. Kaylee knows why. Because
Yes. I'm just kidding.
yes, I hope you
Howie's
get that smoke, Howie. So you know what I've been through.
Howie's a good.
Oops. It was echoing, so sorry, Kay. I didn't mean to mute you. I was echoing, so I was meeting you real quick.
Oh.
That's okay. I was yelling.
No, Howie's a good friend, except for sometimes I don't think he pays attention. Because I tell him, hey, I'm only doing simming. I mean, guys, I tell you, I like to write Star Trek, but I only do simming from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Then after that, it's family time. It's, fleet time. It's any other time, anything other than writing. It was the first thing he pops up. He's like, hey, I want to talk to you about this. Like, no. Sorry, the office is closed. Or the other day, I decided to help him the other night because he likes to moderate all of his posts before they go up live to make sure everything is copacetic. But he has a certain style he likes on his websites. And so then I went on there the other day and I was like, oh, there's 4 posts that need to be approved. So I went in there and I started approving them. And Howie's like, what are you doing? And then I had to tell him, like, I'm approving posts like he asked me to as your assistant GM. He's like, well, I wasn't done with them. So for those who don't know the way the system works, okay, you create a post, you save it, you make all the, you write out the story, and then you save all that information, you put everything you need to, and then you send it forward to the moderators to get approved. Moderators supposed to just check the format, make sure everything's good, and then hit the OK button. That's what I was doing. Then he tried telling me that, oh, well, yeah, that's true for the crew, but not for me. Because I always make audits to my own posts. I'm like, but yet you have me as your GM, your assistant GM. Nope, we're not doing that.
Then
It's like we're not
write
making
it
two
in
rules.
Word itself and then save before you upload it.
Yeah, no, I picked on him. He's like, no, Jay, it's not a special rule. I'm like, it is a special rule, Howie, right? So Kaylee knows. I've been picking on him all day about that. And then to get him back, here's what I did. I took one of my posts that you guys know what instant messenger is, right? You guys know anything about simming? Because I know Andrew.
I know Abby a little bit.
I know Andrew Gordon and Andrew O'Brien do. So back in the old day, what we used to do is to save time, we would get on an instant messenger and then we would just write our characters back and forth and complete that story that we
I
wanted.
used to do that.
So you take those stories, and then to really mess with Howie, I took that story, I just copy pasted everything. I did not bother editing it. Threw it into a thing, and then hit approved, not approval, but it hit post. So it went into the pending queue, and now he's like, "What's this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, now you're doing all moderations." It's like, I need you to edit my post and to submit it, please. He's like, I only do that for mine. I'm like, no. It's like, we're a crew, we're a family. If you do it for one, you do it for all. So then he reversed the decision. Now he's gonna start playing by the rules. I know, I'm mean, ain't I?
You were picking
Send
on
a seat,
him
now a
with
tangent.
Red Robin.
What, Kaylee?
You were picking
Oh,
on him at Red Robin's too.
Oh yeah. So
And
Because-
Sammy was picking on you.
yeah. So Sammy's my writing partner, and Howie's my other writing partner. So Sammy and I have this thing about we both love eating at Red Robin. So I took a picture of it right before I went there.
No,
And yes, I did.
Sammy said first,
No,
Shall
I
we
took a picture of it.
tell him not to. Hold on, let him share my screen.
I think I took a picture of
Anyways.
it. Yeah.
See
Oh, hi,
where
Petey.
it says,
So
show
Kit-
your dad this and and tell him not to cry. Sammy was picking on you, and then you.
I
said,
never said she wasn't.
River, no man.
Yes, you did.
I told her you're an evil person, and then I sent her a picture of Red Robin. I wasn't lying, Kaylee. All right, can we get back on our show now, Kaylee?
Yes.
Sure,
Thank you.
I guess.
Where did Jenny go?
I don't know, where did she go?
There she
I'm
is.
right here.
Oh, she's right underneath me.
Sorry. Okay. Where were we? I forgot. I
We're
totally
talking
lost
about
it.
Paramount. Oh, we gotta mute. Sorry, Kay, you gotta mute until you need to talk because you're echoing with Jay.
So if you need to talk, just unmute yourself, Kaylee, and then remute again. We have to. Kaylee's computer is acting kind of weird right now. We just got it back up and running. I believe the power supply is going out on it, and because of that, bye, Kaylee. And because of that, we have the fan, that side wall paneling. We have it open right now to allow more air in. But I did buy her another power source, but until that thing actually completely dies, like, do I really want to open it yet, or do I want to see what's going on? I want to see what's going on with it.
I actually had
Scott would
to
know.
get my computer out the other day because my USB ports on the side of my computer, the
Mm,
little brackets I hold off them, broke off, so I
Mhm.
couldn't plug anything into the USB port.
oh,
And right now on my main computer, I have to use a wireless USB for my wire for internet because
Mhm.
the cable is bad, and it's too hard to feed a cable through the wall and all that stuff to get internet. Because
yeah.
where my room is, next door. Anyways,
How
so
long? What do you think is about 100 square feet? 100 feet, maybe? Because they
from
do
my
sell
room,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'm literally next door to the Wi-Fi.
Okay, because you can, but because here at my house, I have 3 100 feet cables. It's like Kaylee's computer, Nathaniel's computer, my computer are all hardlined.
Mhm.
Yeah, mine's usually hardlined.
Jen's laptop can be hardlined, so we have the extra cable too. But most of the time we just run it off the Wi-Fi. But if we're
Yeah.
playing like video games, though, we will connect it to the hard line.
Yeah, my hard cable would think it's either that or my wireless card in my computer has gone out.
Mm.
So we just haven't got a chance to put because we drill a hole. I have a tiny hole in my wall that we push the cords through to the other side.
Mhm.
We just haven't got a chance to put a new cord in and test it and see if that. But we don't want to fight with all that, putting a new cord in when we find out it's just my computer's internet card is bad.
Yeah.
So right now I just use a little wireless
Coffee's empty.
one.
But as far as the Paramount Plus, I don't know much more I can say about it because the
Yeah.
fact that it's something they're gonna do.
Mhm.
They obviously had a board meeting about this. They thought it was a good idea. But I think if they're gonna do this, then they really need to promote Paramount as something more than just a movie
Then-
service. I would think they should call it something like Paramount Interactive or the interactive experience with Paramount, or something. They need to
Something better
rebrand it.
than Paramount Plus because it's
No,
just
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying they need to take the brand and say, now meet the new interactive Paramount Plus are coming soon. Get us excited for this because right now it's like, oh, you have a bunch of movies and now you just picked up the CBS streaming platform.
though I am kind of excited that it's gonna be all in one because now I don't have to about get another platform if I want to go watch a Paramount movie.
Oh, true.
Wait, you have to plug in a platform?
No, I'm saying I don't have to get another
Another streaming service.
streaming service.
Well,
Platform is
Paramount
the
movies are
word for
already
it.
on CBS All Access.
Not all.
Not
of
all of them.
But are they saying that all of them are going to be on there now?
it. For Paramount Plus, yes.
Then what's the difference? Because it's just the same subscription.
I guess we'll find out
know.
once it releases.
Mm.
They just announced it, so maybe there might be some more.
I'm hoping there's more news because they really need to market this. Because if they want to compete with Disney and they want to compete with Netflix, they're going to need to, and they're going to need to come up with some Paramount original exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, have a great night, my friend.
And thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you for the
Yeah,
follow
thank you.
to our weird tangent nights, which is every night.
This is episode 20. We're allowed.
All right.
Were we not allowed episodes 1 through 19?
No. Wait till we get to 50. That's going to be surreal.
Yeah.
I think
25, I think,
25.
is going to be.
I thought you said
That's only
25.
five.
And that's 5 away
That's
from
only
here.
gonna be 5. I mean,
But yeah, 50 is going to be next year sometime.
50
Mhm.
and 100. The big ones. And then you get to
50,
like
we better do a big
Elio.
old party.
And then like Elio, does it's coming up on 500
Is it
with
really?
priority 1.
Oh
Wow.
my
I
gosh.
remember when they were just getting started and doing live recordings.
Yeah. Well, they still are doing live recordings.
No, I know, but they were interacting with like a Trek Radio audience because they were using Trek Radio stuff to get started.
I mean, look at us, guys. We started with just Jay and I just randomly talking about random stuff
Like we do every night.
to, well, yeah,
We just record it once a week.
to we started having kind of a more of a set schedule of things. Then we got into having more of a structural podcast per se. And then we end up hiring or voluntold Scott to be our community manager.
Wait. You get paid, Scott?
I said voluntary told.
Oh, okay. You said
That's my
hired.
hiring. That's my quotation for hiring.
Yes, Jay, I get paid exactly this.
I want some of that.
Hey, love.
Yes.
I don't want that.
No, I do this because it's fun.
That's right, because we don't love you, Jay.
I know. Scott loves me. That's an inside joke for those who don't know.
Inside joke. Sorry, guys.
Scott said that he loves right, and the Jay's like, I don't love you, Jay. I'm like, damn.
Scott accidentally was trying to tell me good night because Scott and I date, and he sent it to the wrong chat.
Yeah. I thought that chat was her, and I posted it in there.
And then I love you too.
Yeah.
And I go, I don't love you.
I know, right? She's so mean to me. I don't know why I keep coming back.
Because you like it. You got a
But
girl to love.
That,
She's
that one loves me.
Exactly.
Until
I
the
mean,
money runs
I
out.
hope.
Oh, she's not even
hope she-
listening.
She's playing. She's intense.
She has headphones. Why is she wearing gaming headphones?
She doesn't want to hear you.
Right? That's probably actually true. She probably doesn't want to hear me.
I mean, it's about bedtime for her, isn't it?
No, it's Friday, so
It's Friday. I forgot.
Yeah. Ooh.
Are you changing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
he
no,
can,
no.
I guess.
Jay's having.
There we go.
There we go.
Anyways, let's go to tangent talk. I mean, general talk.
Like we haven't been doing that all night.
Let me
Do we
know
really need to do this
the.
one again?
Let me know if one person's watching. What would you like to talk about? Because
Oh, really, Jen? Now Jen's paying attention.
he said he loves you.
Jenny says she loves you.
I mean, she has the best name.
You have the best name ever. Hey, Jenny, you were born in the 80s, right?
Technically, yes.
So you're part of the Jenny pandemic. Did you know that?
I
The
think I did
Jennifer
know that
pandemic?
actually.
So for those who don't know, there was a Jennifer pandemic where a lot of people were naming their baby girls Jennifer. Fun fact, both of these two Jennies. Oh, over there. These two Jennies. Jen's
I was
already.
gonna say, is it
My wife's gonna
What's
hit
over
me because
five?
she hates the name Jenny. So my son's like, "You're welcome, Dad. I hit you, so Mom doesn't have to." Wow.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness!
Anyway,
I had a general talk, but now I forgot what I was going to talk about.
what's it about me?
No, it's an
Was it about Scott?
no. It's something you don't want to hear about.
I don't want to hear about. Is this gonna be
Mm.
about how much you love Stargate Universe?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm trying. I'm really trying to watch Stargate Universe.
Well, there's no really
I-
trying. Just do it.
It's really hard when I get sick and. Okay, the problem is it's not normal Stargate, which I'm so
Okay,
tired of
justify
the
that. Justify
the
that. What is normal Stargate to you?
more not figuring and fighting and going behind people's back all the time.
Okay.
Normal Stargate is going on a mission, finding some random alien bug, whatever, and coming back and then trying to fix it. And they all work together, mostly work together as a group.
Have we been watching the same Stargate?
Yeah.
Wasn't O'Neill's main purpose to stick it to the man?
Yes, but he
I'm just
still
putting
did
it out
it in a proper way. Like he still followed
He
the
did?
rules
He does?
per
Scott,
se.
Scott, would you agree with this?
Yeah. But O'Neill's also MacGyver, so he's allowed to break rules.
But okay, it's different. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I think right now I'm just really sick of the vigoring and fighting that's going on Atlanta. Like, okay, I get it on the first episode, maybe second episode, because they're all mad that they randomly showed up on the ship. They didn't want to come on the ship, and they're all yelling at each other, and that's getting really, really annoying. Of them yelling at each other, saying, "No, I'm the boss. No, I'm the boss. No, I'm the boss."
Can you imagine what would happen? Oh, I'm not talking about this reality crap that they put on TV right now. Can you imagine what happened if you put a bunch of strangers together in a room
Right.
and they're all lost and
Uh,
every one of them thinks that they're the boss? And
I
then
yes, I understand.
the two people
but-
that you have that are in charge, one, he's fraternizing with his junior officer and got her
Mhm.
pregnant. The other one is a narcissistic. I think that's nice.
Dr. Oh, I hate Dr. Rush.
Actually, I like his character.
Well, I have a problem. You know when you meet a
But I also like
character.
McKay.
Well, McKay was. I got to
You
enjoy
forgave-
McKay.
You forgave him, right?
I gave him. But I think my problem is with Dr. Rush is, you know how you meet a character, you meet an actor for the first time, they
Mhm.
play one certain character, and that's a new character
Mhm.
you know, and it's hard to not
Dissociate
dislocate,
them.
dissociate them with somebody else.
Mm.
That's me right now because I can't remember his real name, but the guy who played Dr. Rush, he
Okay.
was on Once Upon a Time, and he was Rumpelstiltskin.
Actually, it was the other way around.
But that's how
he was on Stargate Universe first. Then he was
Right, but
Rumpelstiltskin.
I met him first on Once Upon a Time. That's
So
the problem I'm having. So I met him first, so I know him as the big evil guy, this evil person, and now I'm trying to watch them as something else, and it's hard for me to do that.
I mean, for me, Rush, I got to not exactly hate him, but I got to like him more. He's kind of like Bester was from Babylon 5. You hate him at first, but it kind of starts growing on you. You'll see when as further along you get.
And that's the problem I have right now is I don't have the want or the urge to continue watching.
Well, the thing, you know what the Discovery is about, right? It was a ship that was launched a million years ago
Yeah.
to answer a very important question. And this is not the crew that you want on this story. It isn't. And,
No.
these people obviously do only care about themselves, as made evident by all their fighting and bickering with one another. The only person who actually gives a care about the mission is Rush. So, from his
Mhm.
perspective, one, he's brilliant. Two, he has horrible manners. And three, nobody wants to help him because they're too busy fighting with each other. So he's feeling this pressure of solving the mission, getting the Discovery back on track, and having to appease all these other people. That's what's great about the Rush character, is his main focus is the ship. He doesn't want to leave. Even when everybody
Yeah.
else, you haven't seen it yet, but there's a point where people actually talk about abandoning the ship. Rush wasn't going to abandon her.
And like I said, it's just gonna be harder for me to watch him because I don't know. I'm getting I'm just getting frustrated with. I mean, I understand if people show up, but we gotta have some type of. They need to kind of either settle down a bit more because just going behind people's backs and arguing and yelling the whole time is gonna get old fast for a TV show.
It's worked for a lot of shows, actually.
I
Now the
just-
thing, when this show came out, it was the tail end of that kind of filming genre, where you had your Battlestar Galacticas, you have
Mhm.
most of your daytime soaps. They were all doing this, and Stargate obviously dabbed into it. I actually heard rumor mill. I don't know if this is actually true, but they're actually making a spin-off series of Stargate Universe, but not Stargate Universe, and they're going to answer the question: what actually happened to
the
we
original
we
crew.
we mentioned this before. No, yeah, we mentioned this before that the series ends off on a big cliffhanger. They're actually going to answer that cliffhanger in the allegedly. So they haven't announced when it would come out, but they said that they've dropped the trilogy reboot, and they're actually looking at revitalizing the franchise with a fourth series. But they did not give any specific dates when I read that article.
And maybe I'm just a person who doesn't like that type of story. Maybe it's just me, and I don't like that type of.
Well, did you like Battlestar Galactica?
I never watched Battlestar
The
Galactica.
reimagined, not the '70s version, but the
Neither one of them.
Because that a lot of people, including myself, at first, when I first started watching, were like, this is just a reboot of Battlestar Galactica. Why am I going to get involved and interested in the characters? I've already seen this story. But the further they get on, the more I like it, because when you start seeing Russia as somebody other than the what would you call him, the protagonist? Would you say that's a good name for him, Scott?
Yes.
The protagonist, when you
Mhm.
actually start seeing him as a person, and you see why it's so important and what the mission of the ship is, because the ship, it could actually turn around. And it's an AI system. It could actually turn itself around and take the crew home, but it's not doing it. The ship's like, no, we are going to find this. If you're going to be on my ship, if you're going to be on me, you're going with me to go find this.
Hmm.
And the crew, all they care about is going home. Like I said, it's not the right crew. It's not the right mission. The ancients abandoned the mission, but they kept the ship going.
Like I said, I'm gonna try. I'm really trying. I'm currently on episode where they go to that middle of the episode where they go to the planet with the first time they actually stopped from FTL, and they go on that planet with the sand.
Yeah, to get the lime.
Yeah.
I thought Breathe was a good episode. Air 1, 2, 3 was a good episode.
I think it's part 3 of Air.
Yeah, it is. So Brian says the problem with Dr. Rush is he's too fast. Yes and no, Brian. Rush is fast, but Eli's even faster.
Yes.
I like Eli, but Eli is a character. What is I know him from something else. I just don't know what I know him from.
Hi, Addie.
But
She's
Eli is
watching
a
with
great
us.
character. But we're talking about Rush right now. So Rush's character is he understands what's going on here. He understands the mission, and eventually he brings the Colonel around to his side. And I think, Jenny, if you could stick with it that long, you will see Rush in a new light. And because him and the
Yeah,
Colonel,
like I said, I'm just having trouble dissociating Rush with the villain I know him from Once Upon a Time.
oh,
I'm
he's a villain.
seeing
He's a villain in this series. There's times where you think he's a villain because, like, for example, leading into the second season, he has this big secret that he's discovered, but he won't tell anybody.
Hmm.
I won't say what it is because I want you to watch it, but and then when they find out about it, they're like, "How could you do this?" And he's like, "Well, I don't." And Rush basically says, "I'm paraphrasing here, but I don't trust you guys." you know,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, look
So
at people who go behind the back with those stupid. Now, I'm glad that it is because you kind of the what do you call it? The long communication stones. Hi,
Aw.
Addie. How are you weathering? She was in the middle of the storm.
Oh, yeah. But as far as Rush, though, while we wait for her response, I mean, he's a redeeming character. He's just one of those geniuses that work better like without an audience. Where you can get things done. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think he had when he was on the Icarus base, I think he was better respected because there were more people around him. He was the top level scientist, and he really only answered to one person. Now he has this crew that's looking to him. And of course, the first act that he does when he gets over there, right, is to take command of the Destiny,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and it pisses off Young because he goes back and he reports to Stargate like, "Oh yeah, these things happen. Young is out of it, so I'm now in charge." And Young's like, "No, you're not." you know. So he does have his faults, and that's the other thing I like about the character. He's not perfect, but he has a good heart and he has a good mission. And Eli's character, yes, I like him too, but he doesn't really get defined until the second season. That's my problem with Eli's character. They try to make him this boy genius, Doogie Howser type, and you don't really get to see much of his development, in my opinion. Scott, correct me if I'm wrong, but until the second season.
No, you're right.
Yeah. Because they really mainly focus on the Young and Rush story.
Like I said, I'm trying. I'm truly trying to give it a try. I gotten farther than last time I tried. Last time I got through like episode 1 and was done. So,
How can you not get through the pilot?
it might be the fact that I've been constantly watching Stargate for the past when I start this.
2 months ago.
No, because it was it was after we started this, so
Uh-huh.
It's
maybe.
yeah,
Two,
it's been
maybe?
about 2 months. The way Jenny likes to go through series, it's been about 2 months.
I do go through series pretty fast.
Yeah. You know what
And,
series you should start? Supernatural.
I tried.
The Expanse.
I need to do that one.
Actually the next
Hey,
time I'm
wait,
gonna do
wait,
is
wait.
Away.
What do you mean you tried?
Okay, I need to do better. Okay. I seen Supernatural. The problem I did, which my own fault, and I might try again later, was when I was working night audit at my old job. I started at middle of the night, the first episode, and it kind of creeped me out, kind of spooked me because I was watching the middle of the night in a dead quiet lobby. So it's my own fault for watching a show that is creepy.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really want to watch somebody burn to death on a ceiling in the middle of a lobby by myself.
Yeah. I've only watched a couple episodes of The Expanse, Michelle.
That's what Scott's been watching.
That was kind of my quarantine show, if you will. I finally finished it.
Okay.
Can't wait for season 5, but it's really, really good.
That's why I want to start it, because
Yeah.
I think you guys know, but I don't know if our fans know that I won't get behind a series unless it completes 2 seasons.
This
and the
has
reason for that is because if I'm going to take an invested interest, I want to make sure it's going to be around for a couple of years. If I'm going to take an
But
invested
did you watch
interest,
Firefly?
yes. After
That wasn't 2
and then
seasons.
after it went off the air, and after everybody kept saying how great it was, but I knew going into it that okay, this series is gonna be a short one.
Hmm.
Everybody says it's great. Give it a try. But the thing I hate is when I'm watching a season live and then I'm like, this is great. This is a great episode. And all of a sudden, now canceled by Sci-Fi. Now canceled by this network. Now canceled by this network.
Fox, just don't watch anything on Fox.
I know, right? No, but that's my whole point. It's like,
Yeah,
that's why
I get it.
like.
I get it. Yeah.
But speaking of tangents, I am really nervous about Paramount Plus because they've had some they've had questionable business practices in the past. And now they're going to be going into the TV marketing, with CBS. I rather they do not put Star Trek back on the main air or back on the main screen. I rather stay on the streaming world, in the streaming platform, even if they do streaming
Because
made movies.
they can do a lot more on the streaming platform than they could
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Well, I don't trust the networks. I mean, the so-called we're going to blame the shareholders. No, you're blaming yourselves because you take a look at a cost of a series and you justify it against how much you're spending versus how much you're getting back on playback when the playback doesn't really tell you everything you need to know. Brown coats rule.
Yes, they do.
Yes,
I
they
had
do.
I had no idea what that's in reference to.
And you watched Firefly. Come on, man.
I thought that was a Doctor Who reference.
No. What did you do to her?
You killed me,
I killed you?
but I came back alive.
Mm.
Right,
Is it
River?
just yes.
Season 5.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's one of those seasons kind of flow together story-wise. I don't want to spoil anything from it for it. Give it at least 3 to 4 episodes, Jay, and then you'll be hooked. You got to give it that long because there's a certain thing that happens.
You always have to, and I kind of break my own rule, but when you start a new series, you have to watch at least 2 to 3 episodes of a series before you're gonna decide if you don't like it or not.
Well, no,
Because
see,
usually,
if I watch a series, I watch it all the way through.
right? But if it's something you
Good or
can't
bad?
get,
Good or
Really?
bad, I'll watch it all the way through. So that way I can say, I've watched this. I'm not going to watch it again. And if somebody wants to bring it up later in casual conversation, I know what I'm talking about and I can remember the conversations. And then I can listen to them say why they thought it was great. And maybe they can change my mind, maybe not.
the next show I want to watch that's new is The Away on Netflix.
I think that's
That
fine.
looks good.
I don't know if it looks.
It looks
it kind of reminds me
interesting.
it kind of reminds me of the Katie Stackhoff's Netflix series a little bit. They kind of did the same thing where she's trying to save the universe. She's trying to save Earth. They have this thing, she has to go out in space, and they have this mission they have to do, and it kind of goes sideways. It just reminds me a lot of that. It's not an original idea for. I mean, I don't know. Maybe have you guys you've seen the trailers, right?
For Away, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't it? Are you not getting the same vibe from it? That it's like we've seen this before, or this plot device has been done
Sort
before.
of, kind of. It's kind of more of a retelling of that same thing, though.
Mm.
Well,
mean,
Addie
I will-
has
I will
watched it
watch
and
it.
says she loves it.
Mm.
It's good.
Yeah, but Addie, did you watch the other one with Katie Sackhoff in it? Yeah, what was the
I
name
want to
of that
say it was
Netflix?
called. I know there was a movie that kind of started that series. That
Yeah.
movie was called Arc or like Arc Plus, something like that.
Yeah. No, but Katie's was like a darker series, and it's like saving the Earth, and I just went all fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
I keep moving around on the camera, and it keeps trying to autofocus me. Come on. Refocus.
Focus.
There we go.
There it goes.
It's my voice.
I'll look it up. Netflix. Because I want to know the name of that episode.
Be careful. Netflix is
What?
not bad. No,
I'm listening.
I made a comment on my Facebook today. I go, you ever go on Facebook to look something up, and all of a sudden you're reading about all of a sudden you're not looking that up, and you're reading another comment.
I know, right?
That's what I went to go look up. I went to go look up and see how you labeled our names, our episodes, to make sure I did it
Yeah.
right. Because I'm one who set up the podcast tonight. And I went to go on Facebook, looked at, and I ended up reading
looks
comments
good.
from something else.
Where is that show? Because it was just on here. How do you spell her last name? Is it Stackoff then, maybe?
Sackoff.
Sack.
Like SACKOFF.
OFF. Yeah. Now let's see if I can get her first name. Is it
Sackoff sounds like a F off type, but proper.
Okay, maybe I'm not getting her first name correct then.
Why don't
It's
you go to
Katie
IMDb?
with an IE instead of a Y.
What is it?
Mhm.
KATT or KAT?
I think it's KATIE.
Why am I not seeing 4400 extinction? Okay. You were saying something?
I'm gonna Google it.
Oh, you're Googling her name for me?
Is it Katie or Kate? Katie, right?
It's Katie.
Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah. She plays Starbuck in the reboot of Battlestar Galactica. I want to say it's KATTEE.
See, now you got me doing it.
I'm Googling. Hold on.
No, it's not KATTEE. Okay. 'Cause I cannot believe I forgot the name.
KETEE SACKHOFF.
Okay, so we're both wrong.
Okay, spell the last name again.
SACKHOFF. Oh, she was in Mandalorian.
Yeah, she was in that one too.
Is it Another Life?
It is another.
Yes.
Yes, it's Another Life. Thank you. Another Life.
Guys, IMDb is your friend.
Because right here, it's Another Life. I'm looking at right now.
I was actually looking at this on Netflix.
Okay, so it's a little darker. I mean, it's not bad. It's not the greatest series out there, but when we talk about this new show coming out, The Away, it kind of reminds me of Another Life.
Astronaut Nico Breckenridge and her young crew face unimaginable danger as they go on a high-risk mission to explore the genesis of alien artifact.
Nice.
That's what the script description,
Language.
Yeah.
Addie, are we not having good language skills tonight?
That's an inside joke.
You know, all us and our strange inside jokes.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense to all of us, and our fans are probably like, "What are they saying?"
Well, it's just like when you're with your friends and you make a comment about something else. Oh wait, you go. Oh wait, y'all weren't there, so you wouldn't make that inside joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like.
Mhm.
Like car condiments. You know, y'all don't understand what car condiment is, but it's
Yeah.
freaking hilarious to me.
But the nice thing about these shows like Another Life, and I will say something nice about them, is a lot of people haven't watched them. So there's a lot of things you can watch on Netflix, a lot of things on Amazon Prime that we've never seen before.
Mhm.
In a lot of these canceled shows are on both of those platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when I start running out of things to watch, I will watch some of the shows that got canceled. Just to say I've done it.
You know, things running out of watch. I was talking to my boss today, the other day, and I go, I have way too many streaming services to not find something to watch. And last night I didn't feel like watching anything.
Wow.
I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, CBS All Access, HBO. What else do I have?
That's already a
Philo.
lot. That's already a lot.
7. That's 7.
Well, yeah, streaming platforms are taking over. Cable failed us. That's another topic. Sorry, but
Hey, no dying.
sorry.
COVID. I mean,
That's just
Sorry.
me.
But the thing that's what was I saying about this? You know, you get these new shows coming out, you know, and maybe they don't do well now, but they might do better now that a lot of new shows aren't coming out. We know that CBS, for example, is releasing the first season of Discovery on their main network because they don't have anything to compete with what's going on out there currently. I'm afraid that they won't be able to do Picard next year. Lower Decks did set one example, though. They showed that during COVID time, they could actually record the series.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They I don't know if y'all watched the well, I know y'all did, but they actually mentioned that they had nothing. Like they started the process, but they didn't have much of anything ready to go. But
Mhm.
when COVID hit, they just started on that. And that's why I think that's why they switched. Remember, because Discovery was supposed to be out in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, and first, and then Lower Decks. But I think they switched it because Lower Decks was ready to go, and I think Discovery is still in the, or was still in the editing process.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm hopeful. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Lower Decks first next year, while they
Mhm.
try to play catch up with Picard. But hey, guys, we're gonna get ready to call it a night. We've already been on like an hour and a half, and then we got a couple other things to do tonight. Unfortunately, I would love to stay here and talk all night, but
Hey,
I have to play a
Wait.
little Magic the Gatherings Arena. You two should play sometime.
I'm good.
Come on, Sky.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I might join you.
Actually, because it's literally like you have a computer in front of you, like computer top of the screen, and then you below, and then either you can play the computer, you can play against other friends, and you have cards. And they're in a deck. You can build your own deck. You can customize them. You start off with a generic starter deck, and then the more games you play, the more stuff you earn. You can buy things, but you don't really need to. As long as you play against other players, or even if you play against your friend, you're gonna make all the points you need to buy a deck here or there. So it's a lot easier than some of the other video games out there when they say, "Hey, play this many times, we'll give you this free thing." No, it's like, "Hey, we'll
Yeah.
give you a free deck. Here are a bunch of cards. Have fun with it." And then once you do some tier levels, you get more stuff for free. So yeah, absolutely, if you don't care about spending money, you can just play the game and have a lot of fun with it. But so like I said, guys, we are gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
Thank you, Addie, and we appreciate you listening to us tonight. And Brian, thank you, and good night as well.
And
You
don't
guys have
forget,
any-
if you have a comment or question, email us.
We'd be happy to hear from you. And don't forget to tweet us. We're gonna try that out. I'll need to get I have the credentials for that, right?
You do.
Yes, Scott sent
Okay.
them out. Yeah.
We're gonna start experimenting more with our social media, try to get that word out there. Plus, I know Jenny, we gotta go here, but that way we could start plugging in things like conventions and other things so we get closer to
Mhm.
those things and try to get up with people. The more we can get out there, the more hopefully we can get more people watching us. We do pretty good in the replay factor, but
We do.
it's fun playing to a live audience. So, but it's
Yeah.
also great that you guys watch us after the fact too.
Yep.
All right, so you guys have any final thoughts before we call it a night?
Nope. Just thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us. Live long and prosper.